let's just have a fairly simple look at how we can find and sort images within Lightroom. Now I've got all photographs selected here, so we're looking at the entire collection that I've got. You can see we scroll down. We've got a total of 449 images. Now it could be thousands, hundreds of thousands of images that you've got there. So trying to find an image with a particular set of characteristics, metadata, this is where Lightroom really comes into its own. Now I haven't really given any of my images metadata in like keyword and stuff like that, but they do have inherent metadata like the shutter speed, the camera used and things like that. So I just want to show you how we can maybe find some images in Lightroom using some metadata. Now up here we've got the library filter, and we've got the ability to look for text. So this is if you've gone and put in some keywords, you'll be able to find images that contain like bird or flight or something like that, if you've gone and labeled your images with text like that. We've also got the ability to look for attributes, and when you change these settings, the context sensitive menu changes below it. So when you select attribute, we're looking at flags, ratings, these are star ratings, and color labels. I'll have a look at these in a little while. But I'm going to look at metadata. Okay, and this is a sort. So we've got the first sort, the second sort, the third, and we can add or remove columns as we wish. I won't go on to the third column, so I'm just going to go to here, select that, and remove this column. So what I'd like to do is just show you how we can sort using date, say, or you can choose whatever attribute you want, but let's just say date for now, and say I wanted to search between 2015 Tuesday the 7th of February and maybe down to there, and I've pressed the shift key when I did that, so everything in between was selected. If I press the control key, I can maybe also add that there, or any other dates that I so wish to add. So those are the dates that will be selected in this sort. I could then go to this next criteria, and then I think, okay, what do I want? So the type of camera. Okay, so I'm going to choose my EOS 5D Mark III. And we can see there's actually 37 images using the 5D Mark III. And every time I select in these columns, the amount of images diminishes because it's rejecting certain images. So if I wanted to find out how many have been taken with, say, a 500mm lens with this camera, go to here, so we've got lens, there's the lens, 500mm, well there's 12 of them, you can see all the different lenses that I've used there, select that, and those are the images that have been taken between on those dates with the 5D Mark III with a 500mm lens. You could add another criteria if you wish, add a column, and decide what else you want to add to there. And have any of them been flagged or rated? 3 stars, 1 of them. Okay, so you can see how you can whittle it down to a specific image or a set of images. If you don't want to see any, if you want to get rid of the filter, just select none. So that's how you can find images. So what happens if you've brought in a load of images, like we have done, the Slimbridge images, and I want to maybe cull some of them because they're out of focus, birds are out of shot or something like that. So this is how I normally do it. I normally assign what's called star ratings. Now we can do it in the grid view like this by just selecting a star rating, 1. So we've got the star ratings down here. These are the filters. These are filters, but these actually apply the ratings here. 2. And you can see that the image is selected and we've got the star ratings being applied there. Okay, back to 2. Or we could select it and then press the keyboard shortcut. So I'm going to press the number pad, the keyboard number pad number 4, and if we watch the image, 4 stars have been applied. If I press the 5 key, 5 stars applied. 1 key, the 1 key, 1 star. Move to the next one, 1 star. Now you'd normally do this in loop view because you can't really assess the images like this, they're too small. So if we go to loop view, we can now use the keyboard shortcuts again, maybe give this one a 2, and we can see it's been set to 2, and there's a 2 there. The right arrow key on the keyboard, next one, that looks okay. I'll maybe give that one a 3 star. Next one, don't really like that one, 1 star. Okay, don't really like that one, 1 star. So I'm going through the images and deciding, and you could also do it 1 to 1 for sharpness. Okay, just to see whether the image is actually sharp. You need to wait until it's loaded so that it's fully rendered. And this can take a while if it's a large image. Okay, which is one of the reasons I sometimes select 1 to 1 preview size so it doesn't have to render it like that. Okay, so click again and it goes back to full screen like that. So that is how we can apply star ratings. We can also apply color labels. So let's just select that image there, and if we select the red label, it gets a red. We could select and shift and select that one, so everything in between is selected. Press the red, so they're all selected. If you want to get rid of the selection, I'll just click away and back to it and press the red label, and it disappears. Okay, that, control, that, control, red label, and they disappear. Okay, so you can apply star ratings and labels. Now another way we can do it is to use the painter, and when I click the painter we undock it. Okay, and we can move over the images and apply an attribute to the image. So what attribute are we thinking of? So we can go to rating, and here we have label. Okay, when we click label we can apply a color label. If we go to rating, we can apply a star rating. So say we're wanting to go through all the ones that are obviously duffers. I'll click 1 star. Now all I need to do is go to the image and spray, and 1 star appears. Spray, 1 star appears. Spray, 1 star appears. Press the Alt key, spray again, and it removes it. Okay, so once we've been through and just applied our spray can to the images that we don't want, we can then filter using an attribute up here or the attribute down here. So let's filter on 1 stars. So if we go to the filter, 1 stars. So this is filtering all the images in the Slimbridge folder, not the whole catalog, but just the Slimbridge folder. And it's doing it by greater than or equal to 1. So it's including the 2 stars and the 3 stars. Now if I just want it to be including the 1 stars only, we need to change that to equal to. Okay, now you think, okay, these are the duff ones, I want to delete all them. So select that one, Control A, right click, delete. So select, Shift. I'll just get rid of that painter tool because it's not working properly. Right. Select, Shift, Control, Shift and the last image. Then press delete, and it'll come up with this. Do you want to remove these 10 images from the disk? If you select delete from the disk, it will actually remove the source image. If you just say remove, it will remove it from the catalog, but will leave the image on your hard drive. Now normally if it's a duff image I want it deleted from the disk, but this is just a demonstration. I don't really want to delete these images from the disk, so I'll cancel. But that is how you can delete. You can sort out your images and then delete the whole lot that you don't want with one mouse click. So I'll just cancel that. So remember, if you find that you're not seeing all the images that you think should be there, it's probably because you've got a filter engaged. And you can see we've got custom filter here. And if we select none, that removes the filters. We can see all the images again, including the ones that have got 1 stars and other star ratings as well. So that's how I use star ratings, labels, and the filter panel here for sorting through the images. You can also, of course, just look through your folders if you've got a hierarchy of folders and find images in here if you've gone and suitably named them. Okay, so you can use that just like a normal browser once you've imported them into Lightroom.